Signs of low self-esteem. The signs of low self-esteem can vary from person to person, but some common signs include negative self-image. People with low self-esteem tend to have a negative self-image. They feel bad about themselves and their abilities. Lack of confidence. People with low self-esteem tend to lack confidence in their abilities and decisions. Low resilience. People with low self-esteem tend to have low resilience in the face of setbacks and challenges. Passive behavior. People with low self-esteem tend to be passive and have difficulty communicating their needs and boundaries effectively. Self-criticism. People with low self-esteem tend to be self-critical. They tend to focus on their weaknesses and mistakes. Sense of helplessness. People with low self-esteem tend to feel a sense of helplessness and lack of control over their lives and their circumstances. Difficulty setting and achieving goals. People with low self-esteem tend to have difficulty setting and achieving goals for themselves. Negative relationships. People with low self-esteem tend to have negative and unsupportive relationships with others. Lack of purpose. People with low self-esteem tend to lack a sense of purpose and meaning in their lives. Difficulty accepting compliments. People with low self-esteem tend to have difficulty accepting compliments. They may dismiss them or downplay them. Perfectionism. People with low self-esteem tend to strive for perfection. They may be overly critical of themselves and others. Fear of failure. People with low self-esteem tend to have a fear of failure. They may avoid taking risks and try to avoid making mistakes. Difficulty making decisions. People with low self-esteem tend to have difficulty making decisions. They may doubt themselves and their abilities. Social isolation. People with low self-esteem tend to isolate themselves. They may avoid social situations and have few friends. Low self-worth. People with low self-esteem tend to have low self-worth. They may feel that they are not valuable, capable, or deserving of respect. Dependence on others. People with low self-esteem tend to depend on others for validation and may seek constant reassurance from others. Negative self-talk. People with low self-esteem tend to engage in negative self-talk. They may focus on their weaknesses and shortcomings, and may doubt their abilities. Physical symptoms. People with low self-esteem may experience physical symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, and poor sleep, due to the stress of negative self-esteem. Difficulty trusting others. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty trusting others. They may be suspicious or cynical in relationships. Difficulty expressing emotions. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty expressing their emotions and may suppress or repress them. Difficulty setting boundaries. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty setting boundaries. They may find it hard to say no or to assert themselves. Difficulty taking responsibility. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty taking responsibility for their actions and may blame others for their problems. Difficulty receiving constructive criticism. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty receiving constructive criticism and may take it as a personal attack. Difficulty handling criticism. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty handling criticism. They may react negatively and become defensive. Difficulty being assertive. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty being assertive. they may find it hard to stand up for themselves and to make their needs and wants known. Difficulty making changes. People with low self-esteem may have difficulty making changes. They may be afraid of failure and may avoid taking risks. Difficulty accepting compliments. People with low self-esteem tend to have difficulty accepting compliments. They may dismiss them or downplay them. It's important to remember that the signs and symptoms of low self-esteem can manifest in various ways and that it's a multidimensional construct that can affect different areas of life. Additionally, it's important to seek professional help if you are struggling with low self-esteem that is affecting your daily life. With the right strategies and support, it's possible to improve self-esteem and achieve greater overall well-being.